It's so neat to see, you know, the start of the sketchbook and then see it on the cover there. What is it like for you to see the finished product?
I mean, I love all my bird babies, but it's so fun to bring them to life and then to see them out in the world in different forms is the best.
Yeah. Heather, we've been lucky enough to have you on the show before talking about these Little Birdie Buddies books, and the idea, they are so beautiful, but also just the idea of what they represent, it is really special, and you don't see it in all places. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this book came out of a couple of losses I experienced at the end of last year. One was my cousin who committed suicide, and it was very shocking. I didn't know he was struggling, and I got to thinking about all of the people who are silently suffering. And when we feel trapped in darkness, it can get really hard to believe that hope still exists. It becomes invisible. And in processing those losses, I could see this billboard in my mind with the words, Birdies of Hope. And just like lightning, I knew that that was the next book. So this book really is a physical manifestation that hope never leaves us.
I love that. And it's just filled with little reminders. I mean, little bite-sized nuggets. I just paged through a couple of these. I mean, what do you want people to walk away from after reading your book?
I think for me, it's all about just knowing hope is always there. You know, hope is the fuel that moves us forward. It's believing that the story is more than what we can see in the moment. And when we go through tough times or difficult seasons, or even a tough time where you just replay something over and over in your head, like you get tunnel vision. And hope gently redirects the view and tells us there's more to the story. We can keep writing a new story. And birds do such a beautiful job of reminding us that after every season, a new season will come. And so I want people to hold on to that and to know that the story is always being written, and we are always one decision from positively changing our lives at any time.
Talk to us about, you have other books here, other Little Birdie books, other products. Talk to us about those.
I've got 4 children's books. That's kind of how this whole thing started, was drawing birds and learning about birds, and they're really educational. So there's 4 of those. We've got Birdies of Love, which is what we talked about last time, which is all about the messages birds bring us from people who have passed. Birdies of Hope, and then on my website, I've got plushies and mugs and pins and puzzles and all sorts of things that bring my birds to life in different ways.
What has the response been like so far?
People love the birds, and really that's how this whole thing started. I started drawing to return to something I loved as a kid. Then I saw how people were responding to the birds. They were just making people happy, and I thought, you know what, I do think part of my purpose is to spread joy one bird at a time. And so when people started to fall in love with the birds, I started to create more products and ways that people could have a piece of them.
Have you always been an artist? I mean, these are just stunning.
Thank you. You know, I loved drawing as a kid, and then I got into high school and I stopped. And for 27 years, I didn't draw until COVID lockdown, when I could hear this little whisper in my heart telling me to draw again. And my grandpa used to call me Heather Feather, and so birds are my favorite animal. And
I love that.
I started drawing these birds, and it's been the yellow brick road. And so I feel like this has been, maybe these birds have been trapped in me for a long time, but I'm not like a trained artist. I didn't study it or anything like that.
And you've written all of this in here too.
I have,
I think there's some more birdie books in you. I really